virtue of zeal is much more than simple enthusiasm or evangelical fervor. The rule defines it as a passion for the full flourishing and eternal happiness of every person. Certainly zeal can be expressed or observed as enthusiasm, but to be what St. Vincent called the soul of the virtues, zeal mustn't go outside the enclosure of love of the neighbor. If it does, he cautioned, it will become no longer zeal, but the passion of antipathy. Imagine that. We seek to bring the hope of eternal life to those we serve and end up pitting ourselves against them instead. As our first rule explained, discretion should accompany zeal for the salvation of souls. All fervor is not holy or accepted of God. All times not suitable for instilling new and Christian teaching into the heart. We must always serve the needs of the poor without regard to whether they are Christian. We should always speak to them in a way that makes them comfortable, for it is, the rule said, by charitable gifts that we prepare the way for spiritual benefits. Similarly, St. Vincent once advised his missioners, show no apparent difference in your treatment of Catholics and Huguenots, so that the latter may know you love them in God. It's worth noting here that the Huguenots were fanatically opposed to the Catholic Church, going so far as to kill priests and destroy churches and relics. Yet Vincent's advice was to seek their conversion by being, quote, more reserved in their presence, more humble and devout toward God, more charitable toward your neighbors, so that they may see the beauty and holiness of our religion and be moved to return to it. We evangelize through our works, through our witness to follow Christ, through service to those in need, and so bear witness to his compassionate and liberating love. As Pope St. Paul VI explained, the gospel must above all be proclaimed by the witness of our own devotion and action. He said, through this wordless witness, these Christians stir up irresistible questions in the heart of those who see how they live. Why are they like this? Why do they live in this way? What or who is it that inspires them? Why are they in our midst? Or for the neighbors we serve, why are these Vincentians the only ones who return my call? Why are they here in my home, listening to me, caring about me, trying to help me in any way they can? Zeal, of course, is a necessary part of the evangelical nature of our charitable works. After all, the challenge our founders answered in 1833 was to show the good of the church in the world. Distressed by the attacks on the church, Frederick proposed bearing witness through action as a group of friends who would, as he put it, work as well as talk, and who would thus, by showing the vitality of their faith, affirm its truth. If we're truly committed to the full flourishing and eternal happiness of every person, our zeal must be for the person, tempered by understanding and avoiding what Blessed Frederick called the proud Pharisaism of an indiscreet zeal. Zeal is instead, as St. Vincent de Paul explained, a pure desire to become pleasing to God and helpful to our neighbor.